Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've recorded, and I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, where has this guy gone? Well, I haven't gone anywhere. I've been right here, but just been busy with a bunch of other things. So super happy to be sitting in front of the camera doing this video for you all. Today's video is on a topic called Bollywood, and I know a lot of you watching, those that are Desi and not Desi, have heard of Bollywood before in the past. I'm really here to talk about what my thoughts are about Bollywood. I've been watching Bollywood movies ever since I was young. I really enjoyed them. I really liked them back in the day. I used to watch them with my parents, and I liked the topics, the action. I really liked the storylines and just the excitement and the different phases within a movie. You know, there's always some love, there's always some action, so on and so forth. But you know what? That was back in the day. Nowadays, I think Bollywood is really losing it. They're losing the people. You know, there's fewer and fewer people, based on what I know, watching Bollywood movies. I saw this movie recently, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it or probably even watched it. It's called Pathaan, with Shah Rukh Khan and I don't know, all the other top Bollywood actors. Worst movie ever. I was so surprised that it was such a big hit. You know, I actually had to shut it down after the first scene where the helicopter is flying within that warehouse. That I couldn't get beyond that scene, so I just cut it, and literally I didn't put it back on again. And I find myself watching more dramas, like Pakistani dramas, or South Asian series. So like whether they're Indian or Pakistani or whatever, but like series predominantly. Those are a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. And you can kind of break them up into chunks. You can watch one episode and then, go back and watch the other episode the following day, and so on and so forth. But anyway, so back to Bollywood. I just don't know what's going on with Bollywood. It's almost like they've lost their identity. They're trying to make it more and more like Hollywood. The content more like Hollywood content. And I think that's what differentiated, and that's what people liked about it, that it was something different than Hollywood. You wanted, a storyline like Hollywood storylines. You can watch Hollywood movies. But when Bollywood had a very specific meaning, a specific type of film that they used to create. And I think that's what really drew people towards it. And what I'm noticing is that the South of India has started producing some amazing movies. And I find myself watching more and more of those. So for those of you that are trying to understand what are these movies that I'm talking about, one that you may have heard of or even watched is RRR. That particular movie, yes, there were some strange things in that as well, but the storyline was phenomenal. And it's one of those movies that you could very comfortably watch with your family, which has now become a concern for Bollywood movies. So I'm not saying there aren't good Bollywood movies out there. There's really good Bollywood movies out there as well still. But most of them are just terrible, I would say. Some of the good ones, or some of the good actors or actresses, if you guys are interested, Ajay Devgan. He's every single movie that he does is like just phenomenal, and he's so underrated. Ajay Devgan, his films are just boss. But at the end of the day, it's almost like whether it's Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, or whether it's the Kapoors, they seem to still get all that visibility, even though they're not making good movies anymore. So anyways, long story short, those are my thoughts. I don't watch Bollywood movies anymore, like literally. I don't watch Bollywood movies anymore. I'm leaning more towards movies from South, from the south of India, being produced from the south of India, being produced from neighboring Pakistan and other places within South Asia. But Bollywood, I tell you, is just losing that oomph that it used to have. So with that being said, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you feel the same as me, or am I going crazy, or is this just in my little world that, I feel like Bollywood is really, it's the end of Bollywood, it's going downhill, and which is not a bad thing necessarily, because it gives opportunity for other film industries to gain some market share. Anyways, with that being said, I'm really looking forward to seeing some comments. Just share with me how you guys feel about this one. And with that being said, Assalamu alaikum, namaste, and sat sri akal.